Forgiveness. Not easy. It is hard. It is something we don't like to do. 3 techniques to help you with forgiveness. What is it? First tip. You can use a palm stone and hold it against your heart chakra. It will, and this one happens to be pink Mangano calcite. There, better. Hold it against your heart chakra for a few minutes. How many? 5 to 10, maybe 15 or 20. You can do this while reading a book, meditating, being in your sacred space, being with yourself undisturbed for 15 to 20 minutes. You can hold it in your left hand if you're right-handed while journaling, or if you're left-handed, then hold it in your right hand. What does this do? Super simple, not always easy. It helps to draw out negative energies, hurt, pain, disappointment, emotions that are being held or stored in your heart chakra. What does this have to do with the whole world of anything else? Because why should any one of us forgive somebody who did something that hurt us, betrayed, disrespected, totally disempowered us? Well, most likely, beautiful soul, the person who did the hurting, the ugliness, whatever the words, walking out a door, you are such a blah, 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 blah. You're not worth anything, la, la. Anything that the other person can say to help them feel better about what they just did or didn't do. Forgiveness is really about releasing yourself from the negativity of that experience. It's not about forgetting. It's not about saying, okay, forgiveness, I forgive you, so that you want someone else. You're not asking permission. You're not bringing in someone else with a different face, same experiences. The forgiveness actually helps you remember the lesson. So it's opposite of forgetting. One second. This is, things come up and you get to choose whether or not to forgive. If you are willing to be willing to forgive, that's a start. When we hold on to old hurts, which, we justify, right? Because so-and-so did whatever they did. They lied, they cheated, they stole, they betrayed, whatever it is, it's real. And if you are a highly sensitive, beautiful soul, you feel it more than other people. And there are those, get over it. You should be done with this by now. It could even encompass someone dying, because sometimes we are not happy being left alone or with all of these extra projects. I don't want to get into that too much. On the other hand, so that's one technique. So forgiveness is really releasing you from the bond, cutting the cords of negativity, and freeing you and your heart center to open yourself to love, in the sense that this is not about relationships exactly. It is about opening your heart so that you can project more positive energy for yourself, for your job, your path, your clients, your customers, your family. Mostly for yourself, because when you work on yourself, you are clearing out all the past junk. That's the nicest word I can think of it. You're clearing out the ugly. You are moving past what someone did or didn't do. It is not about saying what you did was okay. I want some more. Please, come along. No, it is about removing that particular vibration that actually attracts the opposite of what you desire. Maybe it's just want to live in peace. Maybe it is some jealousy or someone else's jealousy about a job promotion that you really deserved and somebody else got it for, whatever reason. So there's that anger or the hurt or disappointment, frustration, whatever you want to call it. It is the opposite of the high vibration of love. So another technique, and I have a few of these, and there's a list down below of the crystals that are the best, in my opinion, for healing and forgiveness. So this is Ibis Jasper. Okay, back and the front. I'm going to put these other two down so I don't drop everything. Okay, Ibis Jasper, Rose Calcite or Cherry Calcite, an incredibly powerful master healing crystal for your heart center. And then we talked about the Mangano pink calcite. You can also have rose calcite. Oh, this one is too big for your pillow because it will, make a big dent. So you could put these three, Ibis Jasper, pink Mangano calcite, and rose quartz. You can even add a selenite palm stone underneath your pillow at night. So what does this do? How does this help forgive? These crystals, these guys, rose calcite, cherry calcite, same guy or gal, pink Mangano calcite, and Ibis Jasper. Ibis Jasper for grounding and raising your inner vibration, for helping you to reconnect with yourself. The pink, definitely for your heart chakra. And this guy is a master healer for incredible healing through your heart center. So when you put these guys underneath your pillow at night, and the conscious mind, I've named mine Charlie, has little to say about, I'm not going to forgive so-and-so because what they did was absolutely, it was just beyond. Probably was. Letting go through your subconscious mind, your superconscious mind, helps to ease the pain, whatever it is that you have been feeling. To let go creates space within you, within your energy, within your energy bodies, and especially in your heart center, which then releases some of the blockage, if not all of it, in time, through your throat chakra, so that you speak more kindly to yourself and to others, so that you do not continue to attract those experiences that just add to that pain. Okay. So let's say you would like to you do like working with obelisks. So how can you, and this is rose quartz, how can you use an obelisk crystal to help you release negativity and to help you heal, not hurt, but heal your heart chakra? You can, and you want to be careful where the point, the termination is. So if you hold it like so, then it's just going to point up into your head. So have the obelisk, whatever size it is, this is rose quartz, this is rhodochrosite. Okay, I'll tell you more about that one in a minute. hold it so that the point, the termination, is facing away from you and not pointing to anybody else at the moment, okay? So you can, or if you, and I'm going to put my hand over the termination so it doesn't point at you either, because I don't want you to get zapped. You could use the blunt end, the base, have it right here at your heart center. And again, I'm just there. I think that'll work. So you can kind of get the idea a little better. Okay. So this point, the base, draws out the emotional energy, the negativity, the hurt, the betrayal, the whatever it is, it's not of love. Okay. And it will, so let me turn this way just a little bit. We'll turn this way a little bit. So the base draws out from your heart center, and it's like a laser point away from you. You can do it that way, or you can do it this way. And just hold it. I'm holding it in a way so that you can see what I'm doing, at least a little bit. Or you can just hold it in two hands. Now, there's another way. You can do something that I call a crystal energy transfusion. Now, it has to be something a lot bigger than that. And this is orange selenite. And it needs to be, now this is a rainbow Lemurian. Okay, this is, not on our list exactly. But this is an okay size. It's really better if you have a larger piece. And then this is Angelite, which is on our list for high vibes. And it helps to clear out your throat chakra, as well as connect with your guardian angels, spirit guides, whomever it is you connect with intuitively to get your guidance and those kinds of things. All right, so let's go back for a second, because we're going to use rose quartz for right now. A crystal energy transfusion. You can hold it against your heart. No, you don't want to do that because of the point. Hold it out just a little bit in front of you so that your arms are, comfortable, and you can do this. Hold the crystal, a big crystal, not a little tiny tumbled point. If you have a tiny tumbled point, beautiful soul, you need to add crystal clear quartz or lots of tumbles. So if you want to use a tiny tumble or something even half this size, you're going to have to hold. Well, you don't have to. My suggestion is that you hold as many as you can in your hand, because this little guy, he's going to help a little bit. A little bit. All right. So holding the big crystal, the energy from the crystal comes in through your left, okay, circles around, comes back out your right, and yes, even if you're a lefty. It goes through the crystal, purifies itself, and sends more love energy through your body. How often how long? About 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. This size of a obelisk is good. This is Rhodochrosite, pink for your heart, and all of this beautiful black in here. That is for grounding. When you are healing forgiveness, when you are healing someone or something that happened, it didn't turn out the way you wanted it to. Your guide said yes, 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 yes. And then for whatever reason, it didn't work, or didn't work as well, or it went the opposite way. Forgiving your guides, I know a little bit about that, is also important, because what you're really saying is, it took me a long time to figure this part out, is that I don't trust you. And we're taught not to trust anything outside of ourselves, or not. We're taught to trust in ourselves. And the only person that can do anything is us. And to rely on others, because, others have their own things that's going on, right? So anyway, hold it. And you can wrap your hands around it and have it just slightly that way so that you can, have it against your heart chakra, just so long as the termination is away from you and not pointing to anyone else. All right, Rhodochrosite has a very nice high vibration for your heart chakra. So what do you do with this if you don't want to do the crystal energy transfusion? You can hold it while you're journaling, hold it while you're reading, hold it while you are watching your favorite programs. This size obelisk or a little bit thinner you could put under your pillow because it's not so thick that it would, be uncomfortable. Now this is Orca Agate. Orca Agate is the stone of forgiveness as well as courage, because you know what? It takes courage to heal and to let go and to forgive some of the ugliness that people do to each other. And maybe you're even doing some ugliness to yourself, talking nonsense and trash talk. So that is what, 1, 2, 2. 2 techniques so far. I want to make sure I get you all 3. So you put them under your pillow. You can hold them while you're reading, journaling, meditating, reading a book, watching your programs. Okay, so holding. So that would be one hand. So that actually is 3. Okay, so holding it. If they're really big, the pieces, you can put them in your lap. I often do put them in my lap. And then the crystal energy healing transfusion. Crystal energy transfusion. So you can use this. This is Angelite. I like Angelite. And what else do we have? Oh, right. You can do that too. So here's number 4. Before we get into that, I'm just checking in with my guide, so just a moment. Okay, so here's a way that you can also do some forgiveness work. Be willing to forgive. You can say something like, my guides or the angels or the saints or ascended masters, whomever it is, Mother Mary, whoever it is that you work with, Mother Mary and I, or the angels and I, forgive you, and you can name the person, and leave it there. And please do not say the thing that you're forgiving someone for. Now, Louise Hay teaches, I am willing to forgive so-and-so, and I forgive so-and-so for. If it is just super, if the energy is super heavy, then my suggestion is do it this way that I'm sharing with you now, and then work with Louise Hay's technique later. Because the whole idea is not to reconnect with that hurt, because all it does is bring up the energy like it's happening right now. Okay? So my guides and I, the angels and I, whomever it is you work with, Spirit and I forgive you, the person. And I don't want to name a name because I don't want anyone to think it's about them. So, person X. The angels and I forgive you, person X. And you can fill in for cheating on me, for lying, for stealing. And then I would just keep it just super generic so that your conscious mind doesn't relive that, and then just increase the energy and re-imprint it in this moment. And there was something else. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you the other crystals. This one is Cobalto Calcite, has an incredibly high vibration for healing. And this one is actually on my night table. And all of these palm stones, probably plus another 50, are sitting in a basket that I have right beside my bed, so that every time I'm ready to, just reach in and put a whole bunch of crystals. Got some guides showing up right here. Can you see? No, right there. There it is. I'm doing this backwards. Okay, there. Isn't that interesting? We've got some yellows, some golds, and I think a little bit of white down here, which brings me to this Okenite and Gyrolite. It's not pink, it's not green, it's not any of those colors. What it is energy detox, energy purification. This one I would not put under my pillow because it's got lots of little tiny, petite little points here. I would put it on next to my bedside. I would put it in my hand because we have a nice, smooth, smooth base. I can hold it in my hand while I'm watching the telly or reading a book. If I'm journaling, I can put my hand over it gently. And since I'm right-handed, I would hold it on hold my left hand over it. And as I'm writing affirmations, I can also put it on my book. So this is my planner. But if I'm writing, okay, just a second. I hadn't planned on showing you this, so I just need to move a few pieces so that I can handle this properly and show you. Okay. Oh, I didn't need to do that. All right. So here's my planner. We're going to pretend it's my affirmation journal. Okay. So it's like this, right? And I'm writing on this page. So I put it here on top of the affirmations that I've already written out. Or you can actually write out some forgiveness in your journal and then have whatever crystal or crystals you're working with right on top of them. All right, there's this is Lavender Calcite. And what would you do with this? You could put it right on your heart center. You could put it on your third eye. As amethyst is for your crown and third eye sometimes, and it would draw out the negative energy attached to the images, because every time we repeat a story to ourselves or someone else, we are re-imprinting that with or within our subconscious. Okay. Lemurian Aquataine. Throat chakra. Clearing out some things that you were not able to say or maybe regret saying no matter what the situation was. In retaliation or response to somebody just being ugly with their words. So you can put it right on your throat chakra so that you start speaking more gently and more loving to you and to others. Okay. And then Rhodochrosite. Amazing energies. So we have Rhodonite, Rhodochrosite. Let's see, who else do we have? We have Cobalto Calcite, Okenite on Gyrolite, that's the matrix, Angelite, Rose Quartz in various shades and shapes, Orca Agate, Orange Calcite, Selenite. You need a lot of this size. And then we have the ones we started out with. Pink Mangano, Rose Quartz, Rose Calcite or Cherry Calcite, and Ibis Jasper. If you want to write out things in your journal, my recommendation is using Ibis Jasper to have with you in your hand or put it on your journal, because this is, it connects you with Thoth, the Thoth, the original scribe, who reincarnated and became Enoch. And Enoch is one of two angels that did his earthly journey so well that divine source, God, whichever label you like to use, Allah, Buddha, brought him up, or when he, he became Archangel Metatron, to make a story short. And his brother is, God, he always makes me, he never lets me remember his biblical name, that he is Archangel Sandalphon. Yeah. So those are the only two that I'm aware of in my studies that were actually human and became angels or archangels. So anyway, Ibis Jasper, Thoth, who then became incarnated Enoch, and now is Archangel Metatron, which is the primary angel for clearing, balancing, and aligning all of your chakras. There you have it. 3 techniques. Palm stones under your pillow. And by the way, if you like this, then hit the like button and stick around and watch some other videos if you would. Angelite, so you have the crystal energy transfusion where you hold it like so, or you hold somebody, and these are all, entities to me. Then you hold it in your hand while you're journaling, watching your favorite programs, reading, or meditation. You can have the bigger pieces on your table by your bedside. You can hold them to your third eye chakra. So I don't know how many techniques that is, but I use them all, not maybe all at the same time. Do what you're guided to do, what feels right in the moment, and allow yourself to feel what you feel. And there you have it, beautiful soul. Have an amazing day. Namaste.